All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. Finally, the Poch has come back to London. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the other side of the coin. The Pochettino is he. We got the news late last night, UK time, and as I've been saying in recent times, that some light at the end of the tunnel, and we can hopefully forget this shambolic, season, and look forward to brighter pastures up front. That's how I view this situation. Is it going to be all rosy, and is it going to be all hunky-dory next season? No, of course not. It's going to be a lot of hard work. There's going to be a lot of hiccups, but at the same time, I think it cannot be as bad as this particular season. I think it has to be from here on in upwards trend. I'm hoping our owners have learned their lesson this season. Look, one thing we do need to keep reiterating on a regular basis, that is, our owners, they have the right intention. They really do have the right intention. It's just, they just don't know the industry well enough. And I'm hoping that this was a massive learning curve for them. Because let's be honest, no owner out there wants to sabotage their own investment. Like Chelsea Football Club is the owner's investment. No owners out there, no investor out there wants to sabotage their own investment. Their prerogative is to succeed. How they go about their success is what gets judged. Do they know what they're doing? How smart are they? How efficient are they? I think that's the case. That's the case here. And if they are smart and knowing their success outside of football, then you'd think that soon they will understand. Soon they should understand. And they'll figure out that, there's a certain way to run a football club in Europe. And I'm hoping that's the case. So look, Pochettino, ladies and gentlemen, is a great news. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Nearly 100 live right now. Smash the like button, number one. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. No, do you know what? No, new motto for me. No more smashing the like button. Destroy the like button. Destroy the like button. Look at the like button and destroy it. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go towards 23,000 subscribers. And ladies and gentlemen, I know there's still some sort of pessimism towards Pochettino in the fan base. I definitely did have a bit of reservation in the beginning, but I've slowly sort of come around this particular news now. And I think for the time being, Poch is probably the right guy. I mean, we've got a lot of young players. We're in a bit of a mess at the moment. We need some sort of stability back into our football club. And I think Poch himself, he's a particular manager. He wouldn't want to screw up as well. Like he's had a very good time at Spurs. He had a very good time at Southampton. I think before that, Espanyol as well. PSG did not go as per plan. And he would want to make things right this time around. He's gonna, and I like the fact that he's really from his perspective, taken time. I think from Chelsea's perspective as well, that they've taken time. I know we've laughed about it, we've been worried about it, but at the same time, I think we've put some perspective around the situation as well. That maybe from both sides, Pochettino and Chelsea, that it was good that they've taken their time on this particular matter, outlining what each stakeholders want. Poch certainly is coming into this job making sure that he's got all the artilleries, that he's got the right condition, the right environment to harness success. So that's great. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me know what you guys are feeling about the Pochettino to Chelsea. Here we go, done deal, all of the rest. Give me your raw thoughts and feelings about this before we move on to some of the latest news. Poch seems to have penciled down certain players that he'd like to have. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted out that we are going to get a striker. So we'll talk about that. Poch's backroom staff as well. That's that's something to talk about as well. So quite a bit of news coming up. But before that, I want to see what you guys are saying. Let's see some of your comments. They are surrounding themselves with non-football personnel. This is their downfall. Hopefully, now the owners have surrounded themselves with some top-notch footballing, personnel out there. So hopefully they don't make the same mistakes next season. I was against having Poch, but considering the condition, I agree he is the right man for the job. I still have doubts whether he will win trophies with him, but his record proves he improves players. Yeah, look, that is the big question mark, isn't it? Is he going to be able to win trophies with us? Because that's what we aspire for. That's what the ambition is. It's not just about player development. It's not just about let's get some sort of stability back at Chelsea Football Club. No, it's about being able to compete and winning silverware. And I truly hope Poch does. Honestly, I truly hope he does, because we as fans, we want to see success. We want to see success. As much as we have doubts, we want to be proven wrong. So all the best to Pochettino. We're all going to be behind him. There's no doubts about that. Can't wait for the preseason to start and really see what he's all about, who stays, who goes, and what type of football that we're going to be playing during the preseason, which will hopefully lead us to the start of the new season. It's been a devastating season for us. It's been a nightmare for Chelsea fans, Chelsea players, Chelsea owners, board, the lot. And we need to rectify all of this next season. So no, absolutely right, man. Kovac, Gallagher, Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek out, Caicedo, Ugarte, Kone, Paulinho, and Thuram in. Fair enough, my man. If we land up with Lautaro Martinez, who Lukaku loves, can we expect a combo that could be deadly? That would be so nice. You know what? It's interesting because the whole Lautaro Martinez link, I'm a little bit skeptical about it, because Lautaro Martinez is not the same Lautaro Martinez 2-3 seasons ago. Now, can his form be rekindled? Maybe. Maybe he's still youngish, right? How old is Lautaro Martinez? Let me have a quick look. Lautaro Martinez age 25. He's 25, so he's youngish. Quite probably you could turn his form around. Can he fare the intensity and the physicality of the Premier League? That's what I'm a little bit weary about. Maybe he can. Maybe someone like Pochettino could perhaps help him adapt to the Premier League. We've got Uncle Sharma. Every time we talk about Inter Milan players, this brother is around the corner. I love it, man. I love it. How many Inter players do you want? Onana, Lautaro Martinez. Well, you can keep Lukaku if you guys are keen, but I think you guys want to give him back to us, who was your player. We did want Hakimi at one stage, where he ended up going to PSG. There was rumors with Dumfries. I think you don't like Dumfries, but you can keep Dumfries for the time being. Barella would be nice, Uncle Shama. If you're keen to let us have a little bit of Barella, that would be very, very nice. But yeah, man, good to see you, Uncle Sharma, man. Look, I think you would have to agree as well, Uncle Sharma, that Inter Inter will probably have to let go of quite a lot of players, man. Financially, you guys are. I know you guys are. I mean, looks like you're going to make it to the final, unless something disastrous happen. You never know. Still, I feel this tie is still open. You know, if Rafael Leao is back in the semi-finals against Inter Milan. But let's say you guys do make it to the Champions League final. I know you guys are winning a lot of money through this competition, but I think financially you're still in quite a bit of mess. So you might have to let go of some players. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But coming back to the point, Lautaro Martinez, maybe someone like Pochettino could potentially get the best out of him. Alexis McAllister, I really do like him. I've liked him well before the World Cup even started. So if we can get Alexis McAllister along with a defensive midfielder, because it seems like we are going to revamp our midfield. You know, players like Kovacic might be leaving. Who knows? I think McAllister would be a fine upgrade on Kovacic. In all honesty, he gives us that extra impetus up front. Can score goals. Very good with his passing. But at the same time, very combative as well. So, I like that. I like that. So, yeah, there's some rumors going around as to which players are linked with us. Now that Pochettino's at Chelsea Football Club. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we move on to the news. He's only a couple of goals behind the so-called next big thing in Osimhen. His performances haven't dipped whatsoever. There you go. Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm not someone who's been watching Inter Milan on a regular basis. I just saw bits and pieces of his matches last season. Then I saw the World Cup, which he had a horrendous World Cup, let's be honest. And just hearing and seeing stuff on social media. People not been really talking a lot about Lautaro Martinez. But yeah, there was a time, 3 seasons ago, Lautaro Martinez was on everyone's, wish list. But yeah, live chat. Let me know. Do you know what? I'm gonna put a poll up. See what you guys are really thinking about Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez to Chelsea, yes or no? All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see what majority of you guys are saying. Look, I think he's a good player, man. I got no doubts about the fact that he's a good player. He definitely is a good player. I'm just a bit weary that where is he in his career at the moment? Have we already seen the best of him, or is there another level that he can go to? How's he going to fare with the Premier League? That's just my worry about it. All right. Sam, Miz, if you were Poch, would you want to give Kai one more season to prove himself? I don't know about you guys, but whatever I look at him, I feel he is one of the most talented players in our squad. Nah, man. Unfortunately, I wouldn't, man. I've seen enough now, man. I feel sad because I saw this player live. In Club World Cup, and I was mesmerized by his quality. But if I get a good offer, I would sell him. I think it's time to upgrade on him. I mean, where is he going to play for us? He seems to play as a striker for us, and he's just not good enough, man. He's just not good enough as a striker. So is he going to play in midfield? There's going to be hella competition in midfield. Is he going to play in the wings? He's not really quick enough in the wings. So I don't think so, man. I don't think so. As an Inter fan as well, he missed some, but he tracks back and pass. He can be like Suarez, Kane. Fair enough. Dominic, if we can swap him for Lukaku, I can see it. Yeah, I mean, can there be a deal be done? Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, maybe. Tony Lavia, and Onana and Chelsea could make top 4. Look, calm down with the top 4 stuff, man. One step at a time. Let's just get rid of a lot of players. Look, personally, I'll be happy if we can come 6th, 5th, 6th, I'll be happy. Step by step, because of the crazy season we had this season, to turn that around like that, I don't think it can just be, like we've got to be somewhat realistic, man. Like we can't just won the world straight away. I mean, if it happens, fantastic. That's overachievement in my opinion, and yeah, exceeding expectation. I love that. But my expectation is probably fifth, sixth at a bare minimum, and then we'll go from there. If I'm expecting fourth and we don't come that in that position, then I'm just going to be disappointed again. And I'm being realistic because of the kind of season we had this season. We could potentially still be 12th, 13th. I don't know, depending on what happens for the next three matches, which is crazy. Man United, Man City, and Newcastle. So, Man City next up, then Man United, then Newcastle. So, I don't know. I don't know if we are actually even going to pick up any wins or any points, to be honest. Mauricio Pochettino's son, Sebastian, goalkeeping coach Toni Jimenez, and assistant coach Miguel D'Agostino are all expected to join the coaching team at Chelsea. Do you know what? I like this father and son duo, man. This is quite interesting. Apparently, his son is a data scientist. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Mauricio Pochettino's son, Sebastian, I think he's involved in data science or analytics. So our owners would really, really appreciate this. Our board would really appreciate this because we're so data driven, I suppose. I like the father and son connection, man. As I said, they will definitely have a strong impetus to do well at Chelsea Football Club. They really would. They want to make sure that that it's not abruptly ended. Do you know what I mean? Like this appointment with Chelsea. Apparently, it's going to be a 3 years appointment, 3-year contract that's going to be given to Pochettino. I'm pretty certain Poch would want to get back with a bang, man, with a bang. So, and I'm sure having his son around as well, he'd make sure that he himself succeeds and his dad succeeds as well. So no doubts about that. I like this, man. And there's another particular person in this setup who is the fitness coach or something like that. I don't know who is that Tony? No, that's the goalkeeping. They have a fitness coach as well who's apparently well touted, and he's the one who is the main guy that got Spurs very fit the last time when Pochettino was Spurs manager. So that particular person will be in the mix as well. I forgot his name. Once again, live chat. Let me know if you remember that particular brother's name. He's also a Jimenez or Jose Perez. That's it. The live chat. I love you, man. You guys are on the mark. Jose Perez. Yeah, he's the one. He's the one who's he's the fitness manager. And we need to be very fit next season. Very, very fit. Lautaro Martinez is reportedly the most likely centre forward target for Chelsea, whilst they still want Declan Rice and Alexis McAllister and Emiliano Martinez are also mentioned. So, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we've not heard of Lautaro Martinez's name for too long, up until recently when this sort of materialized. So, and it seems like it's quite legitimate. The link is quite legitimate about Lautaro Martinez. And for me, he's more of a Aguero sort of mold, Suarez sort of mold. Obviously not that caliber, but that's the playing style. That's how I feel. He's not your hold up kind of guy. He's not an Olivier Giroud kind of a striker. He's not a hold up kind of a striker. He's not like a Lukaku kind of a striker either. He's definitely not a Haaland kind of a striker. More mobile, very, very mobile. Could potentially play as an inside forward as well, I'd say, just behind another striker. Lautaro Martinez and Nkunku could be perhaps pictured, ladies and gentlemen. Would it work out? Would Lautaro Martinez up front, Nkunku and João Felix sort of in the half spaces? or maybe Lautaro Martinez up front and Nkunku just behind Sterling as well. So there's quite a lot of options. I mean, what do you guys feel about the Martinez and Nkunku combination? Could that work out if this does materialize? Top Dog RLG, thank you so much for the super chat. I think it's just lazy journalism linking us with all these Argentine players. If we are really going with the data-driven approach, then all that matters is ability, personality, and whether they fit the system. No, true talk. I suppose it's easy to just connect Pochettino with some of these players, isn't it? Like his Argentinian background and all of these Argentinian players just, floating into the conversation now. Very, very interesting. So, no, you're right. But do you know what? You say lazy journalism, which is true. I want to showcase something. It's someone. Jesus Perez. Okay, it's not Jose Perez. It's Jesus Perez is best known for being the fitness expert on Mauricio Pochettino's staff. The grueling fitness regime overseen by Perez was also viewed as helping Luke Shaw and Harry Kane's development. There you go. That's what I was referring to. Coming back to lazy journalism. Coming back to lazy journalism. Oh, I might just go on this one. Actually, no. We won't do this. We'll go on this one. Felix Johnston. It wasn't even the journos that actually came up with that news. It was actually Felix. And Felix is someone who has internal connection. So, okay, this was Felix, May 9th. Today's May 14th. So this was quite a few days before. Felix, he has someone internal that he knows very, very close to Chelsea Football Club. And this isn't like some information that, he's not a journalist. Felix is not a journalist. He's in the know person. And he's been getting a lot of things right. He's been getting a lot of things right. So this is what he had to say. Understand Pochettino has given a list to Chelsea of targets and players to sell. Targets, McAllister, Lautaro Martinez, goalkeeper, and others. Strongly wants Mason Mount to stay. Martinez was already on board's striker list, and now directly by Poch. Poch heavily scouted Lautaro at Spurs. So apparently Martinez was already on the board striker list. And now Poch heavily scouted at Spurs as well. So it's not just lazy journalism in this case. I think there's a genuine interest in Lautaro Martinez. Don't forget Enzo Fernandez, another Argentinian in our ranks. So yeah, maybe in this case it might not be just lazy journalism, So something to look out for. As I said, Alexis McAllister, that would be fantastic, but we might have to battle for him against Liverpool. Liverpool are looking to get McAllister. McAllister would be a fine addition to our midfield, but we do need a defensive midfielder on top of that. That's why Declan Rice's name is there, but I think Declan Rice probably Arsenal bound as well. But there's plenty of options there. We can go for Caicedo if he's keen, but obviously the price has to be right. Ugarte is a very, very good option as well, but there are plenty of names available in the defensive midfield position. Emiliano Martinez, I've got no problems with him one bit. I think him or Andre Onana, both very decent. If I was to choose between the two, I'd probably go with Onana. I think Onana probably has a little better ball distribution ability in terms of shot stopping. Maybe Martinez probably pips him. Emiliano Martinez, 1v1. He's a monster. He really is a monster. Both are good keepers. Both can command their box very well. Both are very assured. The thing with Onana is just he's a bit chaotic at times. Just every now and then there could be a bozo moment, but overall he's quite sound. Overall he's quite sound. Obviously, some people have issues around his character and the shenanigans that he got up to behind the scenes, but I guess with Emiliano Martinez being in the Premier League, knows the Premier League, so there's that added advantage, and being Argentinian, Pochettino Argentinian, so there could be a situation where he gets the go ahead. Rocky Bull, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. We have a terrible goalkeeper in the final third. Our finishing is so poor. We can't simply finish. We need some players who can shoot. Of course, and this is something that the club will rectify over the summer window. And at the same time, we need to get rid of a lot of players out as well. Digital Film Reviews, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. But what player does Poch know? Look at Ten Hag. He has only linked to Dutch players for a reason. Poch probably can only recommend Argentinians. Not true talk. True talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, even at Spurs, Lo Celso is Argentinian, right? Lo Celso is Argentinian. Who else did Poch have at that time who were from an Argentinian background? Or maybe South American background? Eric Lamela. Lamela is Argentinian, correct? If I'm not mistaken. Lo Celso, Lamela. So yeah, maybe he does know. You're right. Like, Ten Hag knows a lot of Dutch Dutch league-based players, not necessarily Dutch players. Not all of them are probably. There is a large contingency that are Dutch, but he tends to know a lot of Dutch-based league players. So yeah, there you go. I'm getting a lot of people saying, yeah, correct. Lamela is Argentinian. There you go. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That, what else would he know? So and it's not like these Argentinian players are bad. I like Argentinian players, man. They've got that dog in them. Argentinian players have got the dog in them, man. And Argentina as a nation, I think they're about to embark upon a new generation of very, very good players coming up. Enzo Fernandez, McAllister, Lautaro Martinez, Julian Alvarez up front. Can you imagine if Pochettino is able to get Julian Alvarez from Man City down the track? Who knows? That would be mad. Julian Alvarez, oof, what a player to have, man. What a player to have. But I think that's a bit too far-fetched. Romero, but do you know what? Shady Nation, Romero, as in Romero up and coming for Argentina. Yeah, fair enough. But I don't think Romero was around when Pochettino was there. I could be wrong, but I don't think Romero was around at that time. Okay. Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea plan to sign a new striker in the summer. In any case, no matter what happens with Lukaku, decision has been discussed with Pochettino. Talks will follow on best number 9 option. This is big news. I was actually under the impression that we're probably not going to get a striker because Lukaku is coming back. But it seems like it don't matter. It don't matter if Lukaku comes back or not. We're going to get a number 9, which makes me think Lukaku has to go. Lukaku's not going to come into Chelsea Football Club knowing that there's another number 9, in the ranks. I mean, don't forget, we've also got Armando Broja, who's going to be part of the pre-season, so we'll see what his future holds. David Datra Fofana. Please, let's not have Havertz as one of the 9s next season. That would be mad. If Havertz does stay, he'll have to play a different position. Lukaku, obviously, a 9. And if we do get another 9 on top of that, I wonder who we're going to get, man. I really wonder who we're going to get. Are we going to go with a young player, sort of go towards the youth situation with Vitor Roque? That, for me, would be a sensational move. Then you can still have someone like Lukaku, and Vitor Roque could learn off, well, not learn off Lukaku. I'm just skeptical about Lukaku, man. I feel like this guy, I can't trust him, man. I really cannot trust this guy. I don't want to think about a future with this guy, but seems like Poch might want to give this guy an opportunity. But regardless, look, a number 9 looks like will be bought. Vitor Roque would be fantastic, someone that you can build up on, and then for the time being, Lukaku could lead the line. And if it's someone like Ivan Toney, some of you guys are saying in the live chat, then if Ivan Toney comes to Chelsea Football Club, if Chelsea get Ivan Toney, I can't see how Lukaku sticks around. Lukaku will then have to leave. Lukaku should leave anyway, but seems like there's some sort of confusion around that. Obviously, Lautaro Martinez, his name's getting thrown around now. So, yeah, Lautaro Martinez might be a possibility. Let's see what you guys are saying in the vote. 182 people have voted. 56% are saying no to Lautaro Martinez. You guys are not happy with that. Plans on Lukaku will be made in June. No talks took place with Romelu's side or Inter yet. I think this striker search is going to be very, very interesting in the summer, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very interesting. Brentford won 100 million for Tony. Look, Brentford are smoking some really good stuff. No way you're going to get 100 million for Ivan Toney. You need to understand you're a mid-table club. But I hear what Thomas Frank's is trying to say. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's already scoring 20 goals or so for Brentford, who's a mid-table team. How many is he going to score for a big team out there? And he could potentially turn out to be that Kane type of a player, that wine that just keeps getting better and better by age. So, 100 million for Ivan Toney. I think that's ridiculous. No one would want to buy Ivan Toney for 100 million. But yeah, the striker situation for Chelsea will be very, very interesting in the summer to follow. Mauricio Pochettino told Chelsea in the conversation that young talents have to play and they can't be stuck on the bench. For example, what happened with Carney Chukwuemeka cannot happen again. So get ready for some loan deals. Wow, this is from Fabrizio Romano. I like this. All of these young players that we've purchased since our owners have taken over, since the new owners have taken over, we need to have a plan for them. The good ones, obviously. It's hard to judge who's good, who's not, because we've not really got to see them as yet. But Chukwuemeka is one that we missed the trick. We could have developed this player this season. Out of this shambolic season, we could have had one, bit of news, a positive news with Chukwuemeka. The bits and pieces that he showed earlier on this season was so good. I don't know why managers just all of a sudden stopped using him. He could have given us something. He could have been that bright light for us. That bit of X factor that maybe just other players can see and just get motivated about. But anyway, we missed the trick. And look, I hope he doesn't go out on a loan. I hope he's part of the Chelsea setup. And I hope Pochettino really looks at him as someone that he can, rely on next season. We're thinking about getting all these midfielders, right? Declan Rice, McAllister, this, that, the other. So many of our midfielders potentially going to leave. We should give one of the positions to Chukwuemeka. Don't forget Andre Santos in the mix as well. We should give one of the positions to Chukwuemeka. And it's not just Chukwuemeka, plenty of other young players like Omari Hutchinson, Lewis Hall, all of these players, we do need to get a good loan move for them. We have to get a good loan move for them. And also, don't forget, Kasedi, I think that's how you pronounce it. Chasure Kasedi. Someone told me that's how you pronounce that now. I thought it was Cesar Kasedi, but someone said it's Chasure Kasedi. Apparently, that's how you pronounce his name. Forgive me if I've absolutely mucked that up, but you have to have a plan for him as well. RS7 Miz, what will happen to Zakaria? He needs to go back, man. Do you know what? It's so funny. 2 seasons in a row, we got Saul and Zakaria, and majority of the fan base were not keen. There were the few people here and there that were so excited. Oh, Saul's this, Saul's that, Zakaria this, Zakaria that. And what has happened? Both of them have flopped. So hopefully this season we don't get any, last minute panic loan. I don't want any of that panic loan situation. If you're going to loan players, think about it and then get them. Like, for example, if we want to get João Felix on a loan for one more season, no problems. Think about it and get it. But don't be like on the final day, do a panic buy because you're short on numbers. But I do like this attitude from Chelsea Football Club. This is how it should have been from the get-go. And I hope Pochettino is able to work on that. Definitely. Pochettino and Chelsea will make decisions together, and both of their thinking will be, let's think about the long term for contract extensions, signings, players to be sold, and loan deals. Fabrizio Romano as well. Good. Once again, fantastic. Fantastic. This is how the approach should be all the time. I don't want to see a whole heap of players just on loan, the likes of Bakayoko, Baba Rahman, and all of these people just on a regular basis just being on loan. And even with the youngsters, if any of the academy players that we start to feel that, do you know what, we don't think they're going to be part of the first team setup, then they're going to move on. We have to sell. We got to get rid. We should only keep the players in our books if we genuinely feel they have a future, a strong future with us. We should let them go on a loan and develop. Loans should be looked as a reward. It shouldn't be looked as like some sort of a burden. Loans should be looked at, do you know what? We see quality in you. You're going to go out on a loan, and if you perform well, you may have something with us. Like, for example, Ian Martin in Burnley. He's killed it. Ian Martin has killed it. But the sad part about the whole situation with Ian Martin is we've got Ben Chilwell, we've got Cucurella. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Do you know what I mean? So are we going to sell Ian Martin? Are we going to be able to keep him? Maybe could we loan him for one more season to Burnley just to see the situation again? Levi Colwill, yes, really, really good shout. His loan worked out fantastically with Brighton, where De Zerbi has had some fantastic comments to make about Levi Colwill. He would like to work with Levi Colwill for another 2, 3, 4 seasons. Do you know what I mean? Pochettino not expected to attend any of Chelsea's remaining matches. This is from Matt Law. So I was thinking maybe Pochettino might be in the stadium for the last 3 matches just to gauge an idea on the team. But regardless, you don't need to be in the stadium. You can just watch from home and have conversations with the board and whatnot. I'm pretty sure he's already started doing the homework on this particular Chelsea team, and I'm sure a whole heap of discussions are happening as to who's going to stay, who's not going to stay, who's going to go to the preseason to audition for their future. Callum Hudson-Odoi's name's getting thrown around that he will be given a chance to perform in the preseason, and then a decision is going to be made. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, exciting times ahead. We're going to wrap things up very, very soon. I'm going to end the poll. 246 votes, 247 votes. 54% are saying no to Lautaro Martinez. Very, very, as I said, it'll be very, very interesting to follow the striker situation over the summer. Smash the like button, guys. Not smash, destroy the like button. Destroy the like button. Only another 12 more likes to get to 100 likes. So let's get that. And then anything up after that is a great bonus. Let's take some final comments to wrap things up. Chelsea is doing the right thing by appointing Poch, but Lukaku shouldn't come back. But we can use him to get Martinez, and please get Rice and Raya of Brentford. It looks like a lot of you guys don't want Lukaku to come back, which is the same sentiment that I hold as well. Because what about Chalobah? He looks better as a right back than CB. Where is he more prone to bozo moments? He's like an Ake type. Yeah, it's interesting. And you know what? Digital Film Reviews, it's interesting that you said he's better on the right. Do you remember in a back 3, RCB, he's a lot better in RCB position. I know in recent times he's made some mistakes, but definitely in a back 4 where he's one of the 2 CBs that don't work out all the time. His awareness, his positioning is a bit out. RCB under Thomas Tuchel, you would have remembered he was solid. And yeah, now in right back, because RCB sometimes used to bomb up under Thomas Tuchel. So it's not a complete surprise that Chalobah is liking this role. I'm just annoyed that we didn't see this situation earlier on when Reece James was injured. We could have used Chalobah on that right side, but we opted to use Azpilicueta. We used Azpilicueta last season as well when we probably could have used Chalobah. I know Chalobah was injured too. We could have used Chalobah a lot more in multitude of positions. I feel like even in defensive midfield at times. Ian Martin may get one more season loan to Burnley for Premier League exposure before finally returning to Chelsea FC. I don't mind that one bit. I think that makes complete sense. Because we could have done so much with David Datra Fofana, Noni Madueke, and Chuku this season. 100% agreed. Especially Chuku Omika, because he was there from the beginning. David Datra Fofana as well. No doubts about that. And Noni Madueke is finally getting the game time now. But yeah, no, agreed. Who's Chelsea's best ever recruitment team or director of football? Best ever. Imanalo was pretty good. I don't know. I can't go back further than that. But Imanalo, I think was very decent. We got some top players under Imanalo. Ms. Balangsa is coming back. Man, I hope he's sold. I really do hope he's sold. Yeah, there you go. Robbie is saying Imanalo. All right, last comment. Come on, guys. Chalobah against better team get exposed. One game, some fans start praise. Remember Real Madrid game against better team. Chalobah is average. Finger crossed for Poch. Yeah, look, we do have to understand that. Consistency matters. Yeah, Peter Kenyon. Peter Kenyon was huge. Yeah, that's another one. Very, very big one. So, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. And, yeah, once again, not smash. Destroy the like button. Till next time. See ya.